banks and banks of humming machinery. I've never seen so many knobs. Here, try that button over there. No. Check that button over there.
Out comes the bin of old stuff. Thought I'd do a video on something in here, and on top, Diamond Rio 500. Let's talk about that. So I thought I'd hit the internet Wayback Machine, find a little vintage information. So you can see here, this first page talking about the Rio 500 and how it supports the Macintosh and Windows 98. In the key features, it shows that, first of all, it has 64 megabytes on board, expandable to 96 megabytes. Later on, I believe there was a firmware update that allowed for 128 megabytes. They blazingly fast downloads with USB. We'll see later. They're not quite so blazingly fast. And it comes in 3 colors: metallic gray, translucent teal, and purple. I, of course, just have the boring old metallic gray. Kind of wish I had the translucent blue. That would have gone really well with the blue and white G3 that I had at the time. The next page just has a bit more detail on the specs. Go ahead and pause the video at any time you want to take a closer look, because next I'm going to get to a page that shows the contemporary pricing for it. Visit rioport.com. Why, yes, I think I'll do that. Oh wow, I think I just want to explore this page for a little while. For now, let's check out a demo. That should be interesting. I'm going to have to do the non-flash version though. Ha! This is quite the demo. Some interesting information in there. Okay, let's go back to the Rioport thing and try and buy ourselves a Rio 500. There you have it, $269.95 for the member and non-member price for all models. As well as look at the memory. I think that's about what they sell for on eBay now. The following year, there was a bit of a price drop. Only $10 on the translucent versions, but the metallic gray was quite a bit cheaper. And then, in 2001, it was gone, replaced with the Rio 600. And the 600, I looked, that had half the space on it, and the memory was some sort of weird clip-on pack. So this was a far less desirable player, even if it was only $169. This is my Diamond Rio 500. I actually got this new, I think in 1999, 2000? I think probably 2000. I had it about a year before the iPod came out. Let's open this up. I keep it in this bag because this cable right here is proprietary. So you absolutely need this cable because they've actually taken out the 5-volt power from the cable. It's not hooked up at this end, and they've reversed the data lines. If you're going to want to get any music on the player, you need that special cable. I keep it, together in that bag with the player. This is actually a really awesome little player. It certainly has its limitations, but it weighs hardly anything. Let me get a scale. Maybe you guys can see all of that. It weighs 2.8 ounces, but that's without a battery. Let me get a battery. On battery. 3.6. So, there you have it. Get this out of the way. It runs on a single AA battery, and it runs for quite a long time. I don't even recall playing it long enough to kill a battery in a day. Unfortunately, when it came out in 1999, flash memory was still very expensive. So this only has 64 megabytes of memory. You'd only get about 1 CD on this player. So it's as if you had a CD player that was sealed shut while you were out and about. This, I think, would be awesome for like a books on tape or voice recording, because you could fit quite a bit more of that at a higher compression level and still have it sound great. Let's get a battery in here. Now, I'm also going to note with this, I have not used this player in a long time. I cannot remember the last time I hooked this up. Because what happened was, I got this, I think it was end of 99, early 2000, I think it was right around Christmas. And the following year, the iPod came out, the very first iPod, and I got one of those. And of course, with 5 gigabytes of storage and a much faster interface. I'll show you that. The USB interface, getting a CD on here, just one CD, is painfully slow. I'm going to say I haven't used this thing in 20 years. Well, it turns on, and there's still a CD on it. There you go. You can sort of see that indigo look of the late 2000s. I'm gonna have to listen to this. I have no idea. I mean, obviously I can't play, this CD on YouTube. This data's been on here for 20 years, unused, no battery in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have a listen to it, make sure it plays okay, and then we'll hook it up to the computer and see how painful and slow that interface actually is. Well, we have no better way of capturing it other than this. Booting. iTunes. There we go. iTunes. Let's go to something. I'm gonna go with that. Ready? There we go. Look at that, USB COM. Alright. Here's the Rio 500. Here's all our tracks. Just take this and delete. Are you sure you want to delete? Yes, remove. So, I did test. All these played great. No problems. Kind of sad. Date modified, 2007. So I put those on in 2007. Not that long ago. I don't remember how to put music on this. I may have emptied it and not be able to put any more on there. Maybe it's because that's how... It's an AAC. That's why. Okay. 60 megabytes copying. All right. Now is a speed comparison. The iPod. I think I will do a video on this a little later. There you go. Connect with the iPod. There it is. On iPod. Now, let's copy this over. Yeah, I think FireWire is just slightly faster. And that really put a big crimp in the players like the Rio 500, considering it wasn't even holding a full CD, and it took quite a while to get that on there. Alright, I think that's going to do it on the Rio 500. Stay tuned for my next video. Who knows what it'll be. Maybe it'll be about the iPod. Maybe it'll be about something else. Who knows? Bye.